Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming to the Mirror Sphere. Welcome, welcome. This is Dan, your host. This video will be over season 1 of the Doom Patrol on HBO Max. This show is freaking insane, but very good. If you have HBO, I have it for free since I have AT&T, so I get HBO Max for free. So I decided to start watching the Doom Patrol. And at first I was kind of like, this show is fucking dumb. I mean, holy crap. This is not for kids. They sort of like, this is set in the DC universe. So they talk about like Superman, Batman, all these characters. But they're like this like band of misfit rejects. Cyborg actually shows up and helps them out quite a bit. But you got an old race car driver who, named Flick, who gets like killed, but only his brain survives. So they put him in this like old-fashioned robot, which is hilarious because it's like really looks crappy. So he walks around like a rusted tin can the whole time. You got Jade, who is multiple disorder, multiple personality disorder. But she has like 46 different personalities. Each one has its own powers, which is fucking nuts. And some of them are fucking insane. Then you got the actress. I can't think of her name. Just a second. I'm terrible at names. But she turned into this big gooey slime ball. And that's funny. Like her face will start melting. It's fucking weird. You got the former military gay pilot. I say gay because in the whole show he expresses how much problems he had with his own sexuality, I guess, whatever. Nega the spirit, which lives inside of him because he was a test pilot, got radiated. Through the first season, they all come together thanks to the chief. And then he is trying to help them learn about their powers. And then the enemy shows up, who likes to call himself the narrator, which is kind of funny because this whole show is narrated kind of by him. But the show is fucking weird. I mean, weird. Holy crap, this show is weird. His real name, his super villain name is called Nobody. He can manipulate pretty much anything and everything by his own will. He can travel through dimensions. He can affect dimensions. He can affect people. He affects your mind. He'll bring about your greatest fears and your greatest insecurities against you. This dude's a badass supervillain. All right, the guy who plays him, I can't think of his name, but if you guys in the comments can help me out, it'd be appreciated. The actor's name, but he does a fantastic job playing the villain. I liked him. I did. I thought he was clever. He was funny. In the end, he turns out to be, insecure himself. But yeah, he's just a misfit villain. But he's like superly overpowered misfit villain, and it's great. Cyborg shows up. He does help him a little bit. He's still young. He's before he gets in the Justice League, so he's still training, trying to figure himself out. He's fighting with his own self. He has the greatest fear that the technology will take over his mind and body, which it starts to do. Thanks to Nobody, he tricks him to think that it's a program talking was actually him the whole time. But yeah, it's pretty much, he goes through the different main characters and how they're trying to adapt to what is new. And they're fucked up people. I'm not cursing, and I know a lot of people say I curse too much, so I'm trying not to curse so much. All right, I'm trying. But these people are messed up. I mean, there's a lot of swearing in this show. Lots of swearing. Holy crap. I mean, this show is great, though. I think it's fantastic. They did a good job. They really brought out these different people trying to help each other. Flint is always trying to help out Jade, and he goes into her mind at one point in the season, and he goes into the underground, which is what they call her mind. She meets many of the personalities, and I mean, some of these personalities are freaking crazy. Like, one's a nun with a chainsaw, one's, I don't know, one's this old, I say, 1980, 1970 type of lady who, a woman who wants nothing but true love. Her power is just making people love her, and she is crazy as hell. Crazy. You mean her? They made Hammerhead as one of her personalities. It's like fucking hers, like super strength, and she is a fucking asshole. She is. You meet all kinds of characters in the show. Yeah. But the whole first season, them fighting, nobody, trying to find the chief because he kidnapped the chief. There will be spoilers in this video because this is my review. At the end of the season, you find out that the chief was actually the one that caused all of them to have their problems. He, not really Jay, because she was kind of had mental problems, but he kind of helps, turn it, because he's a scientist. And his only goal is to find immortality so he can live longer than his daughter. His daughter is super powerful, but super dangerous, and he wants to make sure he protects her forever, and he'll do anything and everything, even ruin people's lives. And so him and this organization, which once was called Department of Abnormality, turned into the Department of Normalcy, which is like this evil CIA. They want to kill or capture anything that's weird or unnatural. And they're zealots, like holy crap zealots. Like one of the dudes in charge of it comes and tells them a story about his wife was setting the table for all her all these company friends, and it was perfect except for a little fork that had a plastic thing on it that wasn't like the others. So he stabbed her in the eye with it over and over and over again. Dudes are sick. Fucking twisted. There's some funny crap in here. There's like these creatures that are inside the Department of Normalcy's anthill, which is their base. And then they break out one of the guys, Cyborg. They go in to break him out. Doing it causes like the door to open. All these doors open, and all these guys are escaping. One of them are literally butts, like asses, which open up and have teeth inside the butts, and they eat things. And yeah, it's fucking creepy. It's so weird. The show is so weird. Like in the first episode, they see a donkey, and inside the donkey is like another space vortex, and it like sucks in this whole town into it. And then like, yeah, it's fucking weird. And it like coughs them up. And, but yeah. Excuse me. It was still definitely worth the watch. Started season 2, episode 1, where it starts talking to the daughter. You meet his daughter, and holy crap! Well, I didn't think the show could get weirder, but it does. It does, and it's funny. The first season ends. We're all trapped inside a painting with Mr. Nobody, and inside Danny, Mr. Nobody trapped in the painting, which Danny is a street for like the weird. He's literally a living street that all the buildings and everything are him, and he takes in the weirdest people, like transgenders, gays, just misfits, dudes, chicks with beards. It's just weird on weird in this little town. It's like a safe area for them all to stay, and it teleports all over the world. The street does. It'll just show up all over the world. And so, Mr. Nobody finally finds it, and he traps it inside a painting. They all escape, but they all kind of get shrinked. They hide inside a cockroach, and they cause like a nuclear radiation blast to break them out of the painting back into our dimension. And they kill the cockroach getting out, and they're all fine because they sort of, you know, cockroaches will survive nuclear blast, so they were inside a cockroach, but they're like really tiny. So now in the second season, they got to figure out how to become big again, and then protect the daughter. So yeah, the first season was definitely worth it. It's a weird, funny, twisted, messed up show, but it's still pretty good. So if you enjoy just watching some of the not the big, superheroes of DC, this show's actually pretty good. Doesn't slap you in the face too much with wokeness. There's one episode in there that kind of does a little bit, but it's not nearly as bad as I thought. Excuse me. So thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe, stay healthy, be good to each other. Neosphere's out.